This is a baby and a baby swing. But not just any swing. This is the Ingenuity SimpleComfort Compact Soothing Swing in the Parker style. I'm going to show you how to put this together, but first I just wanted to open it up and show you all the parts and what everything looks like. Everything's packaged up pretty well to keep things from getting damaged during shipping, so that's good. I'm going to dump out all the parts from the box and start to unwrap everything. All right, looks like I'm definitely going to need some scissors to help cut away all of the wrapping. So as you can see, it's a bit of a process to get everything ready so you can put the swing together. So you'll want to take a seat and take your time. You can just cut the tape here and pull off the cardboard. Then you can just pull the plastic wrap off of each of the bars, as I'm doing here. It's actually a little bit of a process. I felt like it was a little bit annoying. I do kind of think there's some better ways. Maybe they could have packaged this just to make it easier. But anyway, as you can see, like not too bad, just a lot of parts and a lot of things to unwrap. So now I'm just, throwing the garbage to the side, trying to kind of clean the area just so I can grab the instructions and start the process of assembling all the parts. This looks pretty cool. The top part where you can turn on the swing. Now I'm just opening up all the extra stuff, including the instructions. You've got the main cable here for the power. Now let's take a look at the instructions and kind of see what we're looking at. I'll just show you this a little slowly, but you could definitely pause the video right here if you want to take a little closer look at each of the steps, just to get a feel of what you're looking at through the process here. So first we're going to start by attaching these main legs of the swing to the main panel that you use to power the swing. So you've got these two bars here that you're plugging in, and you can see the little pin that you push in to attach the bar, and then it'll lock on. This part was a little bit tricky. As you can tell, it took a little bit for me to be able to figure out how to push the pin in and then push the bar on as well. So you might have to kind of fuss with that a little bit until you can get it to snap on. So I got those snapped in, and you can see what it looks like here. So you want to set the swing upright like this, and you can attach the bar here that curves. And then you'll want to put the nuts on the other side after you put the screws through and kind of hand tighten that. And then there's a little tool that comes with it, and you'll want to grab a screwdriver as well, a Phillips head screwdriver, to be able to tighten up the screw. And you'll hold the little tool that it comes with on the back onto the nut to be able to kind of keep it tight while you use the screwdriver to tighten all that up. Now I'm going to cut the tags off of the bed of the swing that the baby sits in. Then you'll see there's some padding around the bars as well. You just want to pull that off, get it out of the way. Next, we're going to attach the swing bed to these two parts that have the green triggers on them. So you'll attach one trigger to each side to these bars curving around the swing bed. And there's another tag here. I'm just going to cut that off. This part actually took me a little while. It's a little confusing. So you'll just want to take a look at the instructions and kind of read through those until you have a better idea of how this works. But it took me a little while to play around with it to figure it out. So for some reason, I didn't get any videos of exactly what I did to get it to work. But I think the challenge I was having was with the baby bed being a little too tight. And so what I figured out is you just need to unplug those little straps that you can see on the bottom, kind of loosen it all up. Then you should be able to plug the curved bars through the baby bed into those trigger parts. And then you can tighten everything up and move on to the next step. So now you want to take the baby bed and attach it to the stand here. So if you just keep watching, you can see how I do that. You basically just attach it to the base there. You just plug those trigger handles right into it. And now we've got the swing working. And with this thing, I went ahead and just plugged it in. So it's pretty straightforward. Should be able to squeeze the little side thing there and plug it in. Here's a look at the swing from above. And then here's a close-up of the way to attach that. You just plug it in there. And then the baby bed itself, I'm just showing you can squeeze those triggers and be able to move it up and down so the baby can sit upright or be leaning back more flat. Make sure you plug in the cord at the top here. It's pretty easy, just plug it in like that. Now we need to plug it in. So you just want to undo this USB cable here. And of course, there is no wall adapter. So I discovered that as I went to plug it in. For some reason, they didn't put one in the packaging. I think they should have, but luckily I had a bunch around the house that I use for charging different devices. So you should be able to just grab any brick that you would plug into an outlet that has a USB port, and you can use that to plug in the cord. And here's what I used. I just had an old Apple charger that I would use for an iPhone. And then you can just plug it into the wall, wherever you want to place the swing. Now you want to just grab all the garbage together and throw it all away. I just used the bag that it came in to throw all the other small pieces into to get it out. And it's done. Check it out. You can see how it swings side to side. One thing that's pretty cool is you can take the entire swing and grab it and twist it like that and turn it that direction. You can also grab it and rotate it the other way. So you have different options depending on how you have the baby in the swing. So to turn it on, you just push the big power button there. Lights up green like that. You can see the different options there for the sound. So you could do white noise or music. And then to the right there, you can see you can do 15, 20, or 30 minutes. And then you've got your speed setting there, 1 through 6. I've found that probably speed 3 or 4 is decent for when the baby's pretty new. And then you can increase it as the baby gets a little older to the 5 or 6 speed. Here are the straps that you can do with the buckles to keep the baby strapped in and safe. This is pretty nice because it keeps the baby from sliding, which as they start kicking and swinging their arms, they definitely slide a lot. Now you can see how it works with the baby in it. One little trick I discovered is to turn it on. You can actually just push that bottom button there with the speed setting, and it'll automatically turn it on to whatever speed you left it at before. So far, the baby loves it. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.